Hi, it's James Harrison. I'm here today to talk to you about a new product. It is Tip Tuesday. And the product we're going to talk about today is called No Nuts, and they're cymbal sleeves. The best way I can describe it, No Nuts cymbal sleeve. There's a sticker so you can see it. And first off, I just want to say I'm shooting this with nothing more than a telephone and the mic on the phone. So no fancy effects of any kind. What you hear is what you get. And also I'm not an endorser for No Nuts in any way. I want to try to give you a 100% honest opinion. So I've had them on my cymbal stands for a few days to try them out. And basically, a No Nuts cymbal nut is basically a kind of a hard, it's kind of like a hard rubber plastic combination, okay? This is what would normally be on my cymbal stands, and they're usually threaded, and I pull them off, and normally I have, you know, the nut, the washer, another washer, a wing nut, okay? Now, I've been in a lot of situations where I've been in house gigs, but I've also been in situations where there's a kit, and people are, after every few songs, the drummer changes and comes up. Oftentimes they're throwing their own cymbals on or whatnot, or even where I've rented kits out, when I get them back, they're missing wing nuts or cymbal washers, these type of things and whatnot. So I've seen these No Nuts for quite a while online and on videos, and I thought, boy, I'd like to really check these out. So I decided to take the plunge and do it. So again, they definitely, this is a very hard plastic, okay? It's no flexibility whatsoever. This one, a little softer with some flexibility to it. So I can't tell you how durable they're going to be in the long run because I haven't had them long enough to deal with it. But I do know that eventually the washers or these type plastic ones, whether they're molded like that or they're a T-top or they're a separate sleeve like this type of a thing, you can see the notches in it. Eventually they all wear away. I can't tell you about the durability of this one. It comes in red or black. There's a red one, just so hopefully the camera can see it better. Okay, now I've already put this on. This is a Yamaha stand. It's 8 millimeters. All my stands are Yamaha that are 8. I've got this one Tama arm up here, and I put it up here. It's a 6. I tried to use this on some 6 millimeter stands, and unless you have one that allows you to go down pretty far, it doesn't work on a 6 millimeter stand, just so you know that. I have a jazz kit set in the other room with some old Premier stands on them, and this doesn't go far enough to get any grasp. On these, however, once it's on, first off, you have to work to get them on, and once they're on, you can pick that stand up and do it around. The idea behind them is that, again, it's called No Nuts. They don't come off unless you want to take them off. You can leave them on the stands as you pack, and it gives you the ability to go quickly. Now, again, this is nothing more than a camera microphone. Here's a Sabian Studio Crush. It's a 16, and it just goes right on top of that. I'm going to put it on there, no washer of any kind, okay? So I put it on there, and you can see it's at the bottom. And I tried as hard as I wanted and hit it hard with a stick. It doesn't come off. As much as I saw these online, I thought they would fly off. They haven't. Now, I'm going to put a sleeve under there. Basically, when I say a sleeve, I'm talking about a felt washer, not a thick one, just because. To me, as I checked it, I took my old sleeves and I put it in there, and I wanted to see how much play there was. This one has less play, so I wanted to give it a little bit of a buffer to get it up a little higher to give me just a little bit more play. So that's my choice. You don't need them. They work fine without it. I felt like that gave me more sustain. Now this splash right now does not have a No Nuts thing on it. It's just washer felts and whatever. So it's just the same in splash. all these around the kit do have the, and they all have a little washer underneath because I wanted to try that. So you heard this one with and without. I'll do it one more time. With a felt washer. I like a lot of sustain on cymbals because once the music's going, a lot of that goes away quickly. Here it is with no washers. Again, you don't need them. I chose to put them on. I felt by raising it up onto the no nut sleeve a little higher, it gave me just a tad more play in it and a little bit more sustain. So they're kind of weird looking at first, but like I said, try as I may, no matter what I did, I couldn't get them to fly off. Okay, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to show you with this one here. I'm going to take this up. Now this has a Tama T on it, where it's a sleeve and a nut in one, if you want to call it that. Looks like that. You can actually see how it's worn away with the cymbals touching it. We're going to take that splash cymbal off and take this off. So this is a washer, 2 felts, and a thing. If you do the sleeves, you don't need any of that. Now again, this is a 6mm, so you see it. I can't get it to go down far enough to work on there. So again, most touring people are using 8s and whatnot. But what I wanted to do was put this back on, and I want to put a regular cymbal on so you can compare. So we'll do it really quickly with this one. Again, this is a 16-inch studio crash. All right, so here it is on a regular stand. Now, you can see how much time it's going to take me to take this off. I put it on here on the no nuts one. Again, I have a sleeve there. If I want to take it off, done. So if you're on a gig and you take your cymbals down every night or you cover your kit, it's really quickly to deal with it that way. If you didn't take them down, I would take them down because if it's not covered, somebody could obviously grab it and walk away easily. Now, so my take on it so far is I like them for certain things. Again, because this 6mm stand doesn't have a thing on it, I can't compare it on a 6mm stand or 6mm stand, but you can do that on your own. So I'm going to do a little punctuation with the bass drum and crashes on all of them. Again, nothing but a telephone microphone. So they come in a package like this, with 3 in each package. I also have a package of they're called sim rings, and they're like a hard rubber. Now, this particular hi-hat clutch over here, which is a Gibraltar clutch that locks on the bottom and tightens down so it never comes loose. I couldn't get it to fit on there because the sleeve is very thick, the screw. I probably could have worked it. Over here on the right, I have a set of APX ozone crashes with holes in it on top of just a B8 Pro 16. And I did put the rubber grommets on here. That's just a set of trash shots I wanted to make. Now, another thing you can do with these that's kind of cool, if you want to stack, you can do some stacking on them. Now, before I do that, I want to take this cymbal off. This is a 16-inch Savient. concept. And I'm going to put a VA Pro China up here because I was curious as to how it would work with a China. And it doesn't come off, even at an angle. And I was curious if that was going to happen. You could put ride cymbals at an angle. If you are concerned about them coming off, you could put one of these cymbrings on, and it's not going to let the cymbal come off. But the cool thing about the cymbring is you could push it down to a certain point, and then I could take this splash that I'm having to take the wing nut off of again to show you how it works. So you can see the time that takes. And I could put it upside down on a cymbal like that. And again, it's not going to come off. If you are concerned about it coming off, throw another cymbring on top and it won't let it happen. So quickly, all in all, so far, I really like them. I do think they work. If you like your cymbals tight, you can push down those other things to do it. I prefer my cymbals to ring out a lot, so I don't want them tight. And again, it was my choice to put the felt washers underneath the cymbals just because I liked that sound a little bit better. You don't need it. It works without it. I chose to do that. So far, I've got nothing but good things to say about them. Another accessory I bought is the No Nuts. I forgot what they call this, and I can't believe I'm doing this on camera. But it's basically a rattler, a chain you put on. It comes with like a shower, oversized shower head with a giant grommet, if you want to call it that fits right over top of the ring. So I can put it on a cymbal. Obviously, I can wrap that around and not have as much, chain as I want, or now this is a raw bell dry ride, which is kind of on the heavy side for a chain like this. You can also, it has a little name tag on it. You could pop that out and you could put this on the other side and you could make it to where it's like a circle that hangs down. It's up to you. It's a great little accessory. Again, they come in red or black, and the cymbrings can go on the hi-hat clutches. For most of them, this one's a little thick, but most hi-hat clutches, it works. I could put another one on here, and I could put a splash inside of there or whatever. There's all kinds of ways you can deal with it. And the rubber grommets, just pull them right off. I know people say, well, if there's no nuts, why do you need that? You don't need it. The point is it allows you to stack, or it allows you for security reasons if you're worried about it, especially if your cymbals are at extreme angles. If you throw one of these on there, it can't come off. And again, it gives you the option to put something else inside of that. Okay, now at that angle, it doesn't work really well with that. But anyway, there's kind of a quick overview of them. Nothing bad to say. No fancy microphones, just the phone. So far, so good. I like them. And as crazy as some people have commented on how they look, they definitely work well. And again, for me, I compared a normal cymbal sleeve and how much play, when the cymbal was in there, how much play there was. I chose to put a washer on a felt washer that you don't need. I chose to do that to get the cymbal closer to a height that I was used to and felt like it gave it more motion. So I can even put a thicker one of these on here. And still, I just try to get it at the same amount of play. But even at that, it's not coming off. So it does work. It is a good product. It may not be for everybody, but there's ways, no matter what, you can make it work. And you're certainly not going to lose those washers because they don't come off easily and they're very secure. So check it out. Check out the chain, the cymbal. So far, thumbs up to No Nuts. Thanks.